Hello there and welcome to my channel, Novice Modelling in a Midlife Crisis. My name is Andy and this is episode 24 of Mikey's Model Barn in Cornwall. And as you can see today, we're not looking at models, we're in another room, which is Mikey's library, which as you can see, has got a couple of floor-to-ceiling bookshelves stacked with a whole range of historical books which follow his military interest and a few other things as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look through some of these books, and I suppose we'll pull a few out and just have a look at the covers, and we'll see what this guy's interested in. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take you to the floor first and excuse the cobwebs, and we'll examine a couple of books that basically Mikey picked out for me, for a couple for particular reasons of interest and others because, well, they just kind of explain a few things, I suppose. So the first one we've got on the floor is this one here, which is called World War II, and it's a St. Michael issue, which means it's Marks and Spencer's. And Mikey recalls that this is one of the first books that he actually had, which basically detailed the Second World War, so you can possibly say it's where the origins of his interest kind of came from. I don't actually see a date on it anywhere in particular. I get one here, 1977. So this is one of the founding parts of Mikey's love relationship with the Second World War and military history in general. So I thought I'd pick that one out. These three here, which are called The Elite, this is volume 2, and that's this is actually a set that Mikey picked out of a skip. Apparently he saw an old fella chucking these in the skip, saw the camouflage binding on them, and went and promptly rescued them. And I think it's probably 3 volumes of a set of magazines that were released sometime in possibly the early 80s. And there may have been more of them, but these are the only 3 that this fella had, and Mikey rescued them from the skip. A little bit later in life, he actually toured around northern France in the Ardennes region, and he took this volume with him, which I can confirm is probably about 2 kilograms. Battle of the Bulge then and now seems like a logical thing to take. Basically full of photographs of the buildings as they were, and as you can see, as they are now. And a lot of people go and trace these locations now and put their photographs on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, you know. So we've got a lot of modern cars, and then we've got pictures of what happened during the Second World War. This is a copy of Signal. It's the best of Signal, which is obviously the sort of Wehrmacht magazine or paper that went out to troops during the Second World War, and this is just packs of photographs and writing about what was going on. And that's sort of compendium of the Signal series. Next up, we've got this set of uniform books. This one is Uniforms of the Napoleonic Wars, and this is where Mikey drew a lot of his inspiration for painting 172 figures, because it covers basically all of the Napoleonic Wars. And there is actually a set of these, so you've got uniforms of World War II, uniforms of World War I, uniforms of the Roman world, and uniforms of the American War of Independence. So, I mean, as you can see, that's a really good sort of illustrated guide as to how to paint these sort of figures up, and that's what he used to use. So I'm just going to stack these out the way, and then we're going to have a quick wander around at what else is in this library, which contains, no idea, probably at least 1,000 books, I would have thought. So we'll start at this one here. I'm going to try and get as close as I can, and we'll just feature on a couple of them. So we got up there Cobra 2, Inside Story of the Invasion of Iraq. We've got a Civil War, that will be the American Civil War. We also have a Manstein biography there, Hitler's Greatest General. We have The Road to Stalingrad and The Road to Berlin by a guy called John Erickson. Got an Anthony Beevor there. Got Casino. We have Swords Around the Throne, Napoleon's Grand Army. We've got some Max Hastings. We've got Hitler's Field Marshals. Crete and Stalingrad by Beevor, D-Day, Ardennes, Berlin. A lot of these are probably quite familiar to a lot of people, I suppose. We've got Suez, 1956. Tobruk. Napoleon's Immortals, The Bitter Sea. Sons of the Reich, Mortal Kombat. Let's move down to the next level. We've got something about Attlee there. We've got Lee, the soldier, so that'll be Civil War. Horatio Nelson. So it covers, you know, a broad spectrum of history. We've got Eisenhower. What else have we got going on? Book about the SS. Panzer, Greece and Rome at War. Berlin, Then and Now. Let's move on to this particular one. At the top there, we've got something about the 30 Years' War. Leningrad, Anzio. Sniper 1, Bottle of the Somme. Got the Crusades. Got a book about Churchill by Roy Jenkins. Like the Romans, Simon Heffer. Spanish Holocaust. Gestapo, Last Crusade, Battle of Crete. Dr. Goebbels. Moscow 41. You've got the Goebbels diaries. You've got one about Bismarck. Crimean War. The Arms of Krupp. Well, that's an interesting one. Got a whole bunch of JFC Fuller books there. A Knight's Cross. Irish Freedom. You've got a whole load of Forbes at the bottom here. Never-ending Conflict for Europe. Panzer Aces. Moving up back to the top, we've got a whole compendium of the Peninsular War. FDR. Got 1809, Thunder on the Danube. What else we got in here? 1812, Napoleon's Russian invasion. More about the Peninsular War. German tanks, battleships, to kill Hitler, storms of war. Absolutely tons and tons and tons of books. Battle of the Falklands, Caesar, Nixon. So there's a whole load of information being stored away. We've got a big set of World War II, illustrated World War II encyclopedias. We've got the Times History of War. Apparently it's not a full set. It's rather old and battered. We have a whole bunch here of Commando comics. We've got some Judge Dredd's going on there. We have some modern fiction. Tom Clancy, Sven Hassel. The War of Wars. Monty and Patton. Max Hastings, The Korean War. Yalta. Well, we've only done one wall so far. Hope you're sticking with me. Stop yawning at the back. These are books, these are interesting. Admirals, Second World War, Norway, Crete victory, Alexander the Great. So it goes back to the beginning of time, you could say. We've got Stalin, Trotsky, Lenin, Khrushchev, Lenin, Stalin and Hitler. Big gun monitors, Chronicle of the Second World War, Vietnam. Got Dad's Army. What's that doing there? Max Hastings, The Finest Years. A book about Burma. Dunkirk, Overlord. World War II. This is a book that I had when I was about 13 or 14. I've still got that one. It's by a guy called Ivor Manatl. Good pictorial book. Over here we've got Mussolini's Island, World Crisis, Nuremberg, oh, Doctor Who, oh, Simpsons, I like. We've got a whole load of campaign series magazines that, you know, cover a whole range of subjects by the look of it. We've got Cartoon Armageddon by Max Hastings, Frederick the Great, Stalin's Revenge, Monte Cassino, Powers of the Sea. We've got a diorama piece down the bottom there. 6 Day War, Yom Kippur, Gettysburg, White Devil. Got the Victory at Caen, Desert Rats, Ardennes 14, Arnhem, All Hell Let Loose, Kitchener. Got a whole load of battles of World War II. So that's all the major, or most of the major battles. Looks pretty complete, 1 to 52. One is there, Poland. We've got something about Attila the Hun, Napoleon, Chairman Mao, Chiang Kai-shek, Crucible of War, Jonathan Dimbleby, Destiny in a Desert. Got Spear. Got Operation Mincemeat there as well. Russia's War. What we got here? Oh, look at these. We've got a whole load of commando books all in one book. Pretty cool. We're on to the last one now. World War II, Cold War, a load of gubbins, Flawed Architect. Might be about Spear, I suppose. Got a few DVDs on what might be going on. Rising 44, Genghis Khan, the Great War for Civilization, the First World War, Waterloo Campaign, Field Marshal Montgomery Memoirs, Battle of Leningrad, Secret War, Standard Janes, and then obviously we've got ending on Winston S. Churchill, the Second World War. So I hope you liked that little tour, and we got a VCR as well, of Mikey's pretty cool library. And there's loads and loads of books there. So there we go. I think a lot of these are going to be going up for sale as well. So I suppose if you saw anything you like, we can contact him. It's eBay. It's still 100. Oh yeah, what's in here? Got a big box here. Anyone like 2000 AD mags? Apparently this is a box of 2000 AD mags. So there you go. Judge Dredd, etc, etc. Don't know nothing about that myself. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that little look at a whole library of books. I'm reckoning that he's read most of them because he seems to have an encyclopedic knowledge of these things. And I'll leave you with that as a parting shot. Thanks very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe. And as always, be seeing you.